Okay, so I did a little bit of optimization and made a new asset, and actually probably increased the poly count higher by doing my optimization, but we'll see what happens. Let's ignore that. I'm just going to swap this asset that we have in the little grass instance here. And that's going to be under mega stands, and let's see here, demo, ANV, weed, swap it out for weed A, or grass A, or grass right there. Okay. Now, so this might look all kind of cool and handy dandy and fun. This is expensive as shit, and I'm not just saying that because this thing is recording. What essentially is happening here, and again, this is being run dynamically, so I will rebake this so you guys can see it. Basically, the engine is rendering out every single, I mean, it's basically a billion individual assets, okay? And I've done some things to optimize the shader even for the little guy before I was even considering doing a landscape demo, where I reduced the amount of alpha and all of that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bake out the lights really quick and see how that helps performance, and I'll turn. Okay, and as long as I'm not using Camtasia, it hauls ass, which is super useful. Thank you again, Camtasia. God. But let me show you some things that we can do here. And I'll add the rocks back in, but those rocks are super dense, so we're going to have to go through and optimize those as well. Let's just take this down to kind of a smaller number. Basically, we kind of want to get to a position where, and again, this is based off your view angle. Like if you're viewing it like this, it's going to look like hair plugs, right? It's going to look weird, but most of the time you're not going to be viewing it that way. You're going to be viewing it this way, right? So when you're doing this, you just optimize for basically the view that you're going to see it the most from. And if you're seeing it higher up, you want to use bigger stuff in clumps. Let's see this too really quick. Again, save, for the love of God, save. So right now this is in paint, but let's jump over to sculpt really quick. And I'm just going to throw some stuff down here. Okay, I don't know if you can see what the heck's happening here. This is what actually makes this tool really neat. Here we go. I'm using my Wacom, getting all fancy. The grass is propagating with it. Okay, now again, I'll show that next actually. Actually, I'll show that right now. I'm talking to myself as I'm talking to you guys. Yes, I'm absolutely losing my damn mind. But really useful. Shift, by the way, on this tool will do the inverse. I don't know why it's Shift. You'd think it'd be Control or Alt, but it's not. But again, it's really nice that this stuff all lives dynamically. Now, again, you could add more actors and stuff in here, but as these increase, like my performance is bad because of Camtasia, but like without Camtasia, this thing runs pretty good. I'm also running on a Titan card, right? So I have a pretty beefy rig. But again, if you're doing this stuff for VR, which you wouldn't do anything like this for VR right now. I don't even think there's a card out there that can handle this. You do a bunch of stuff to fake it and use photogrammetry to fake it all. But let me show you guys as well the shader here for this asset, just so you guys can see it, because I know that's probably a bit of a question that some people have. Ta-da! That's all it is. So there's a wind entity, and that wind entity is driving all of the right here. It's getting plugged into this world position offset, and that's what's moving it. So let me just crank this up so you guys can see it. And let's go 0.5 here. Yeah, looks like it's dancing. It's so gross. It's pretty creepy. Let's look at it from the first person perspective. Okay. So let's talk a little bit too about these actors here. I just want to show this asset so you guys can see. This is off the Megascan stuff. And again, Teddy and those guys did a really good job of giving us some pretty high quality assets for these scans. Eric and all those guys. I know I'm missing the entire team on this, but we're going to need to decimate these guys. Again, these are landscape meshes here, okay, that we're talking about. And when I'm talking landscape meshes, I'm talking the bottom of the barrel here on your asset counts, okay? Because You know how I said the poly counts and stuff don't matter all that much? When you have like 50,000 of them, they do, okay? And that's the thing that, like, is always a bit of a tricky thing to talk about because, where are you? Um, yeah, because it's important, right? And let me just do this really quick. I'm going to import one of these assets. I'm not going to do it for all of the assets here. I'm just going to do it to one of them because you guys kind of get the idea of how this will work. And I'll show you how to fix the material that I broke in just a second, as long as I can path to my drive correctly. Good Lord. I need coffee. Mega rock. And let's do rock A. See what rock A looks like. No, let's not do rock A. Maybe rock B. Yeah, rock B. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this guy. Pro optimize. Keep textures. Calculate. Bam. Cut this thing down to about lower than that. 10. That's still pretty dense, man. Let's go down to 5. And we'll just smooth this as well. Okay. Now I'm sure this is going to mess up the normal maps, and there's going to be some stretching. But that's fine, because, well, we just don't have the time to fix it. So it's going to work. Rock B opt for optimize. If you're wondering how I'm getting this resolution, I haven't downres the textures yet, so they're 4K. So that'll help with your texture resolution. We won't use those, of course. Let me just come into here. I'm going to do my little drag and drop thing. Pull that asset right back in. Import, thank you. Yep, I know. Thank you. And we'll just update with this. Cool. Okay, and now let's save this. Let's go back into our landscape over here. We're going to come back all the way back into our content browser. Here, let's look at this guy. Okay, we're going to make a new one of these materials. So what we need to do is we need to locate our grass shader, which we can just click on that little find option there. Open this guy back up. And that sample rock, this guy, let's add a new element. Okay. And let's see if it'll let me. No, it's gonna be difficult. All right, let's do it this way. Let's see if this will work. Control C, Control V. Garbage, all of that. Add. Let's do a landscape type. We'll call this rock. Land. Okay, and we're gonna change this to use rock here. Come on, give me it. Come on, you little bastard. Rock. Make sure that's pathed to rock. Okay. Save. 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 Oh, look at you. Okay. I did not know that. All right, let's see if I can get this to work. Let's see if it'll let me put this into here as a new entity. There it is. Rock. Haha. Found a way around it. Bam. You can just path that entity back into it and not have to worry about it. Rock. Save. Call this rock. Save. Ooh, might have gone too fast there. Okay, nothing should look any different, by the way, because on our content right here, we should go back and look at Rockland. There's nothing in Rockland right now. So let's go ahead and add our little optimized Bob. I don't know why I call him Bob. It's a little weird, but whatever. Drag him in. Pretty cool, right? Now, let's look at this for a second here. Let's do random rotation. We don't need to align it all to the surface. Actually, we probably should, because if we don't do that, I think it'll screw up. Let's go in and adjust the scale here. Let's go 0.2, 0.2, to 1. I'm just literally adjusting the range here, so 0.2, 0.2. Okay, same rock. Looks pretty different though. Okay. Now, ideally, we would obviously match this material up. Like I could literally, I should actually probably just show you what that'll look like really quick. I'm going to change this just so, I'm going to reference basically this rock to this material. I think I called it rock, or is it soil? We'll find out. Let me open him up and look at this landscape material really quick. I'm on the other monitor, so you guys can't see what I'm doing. Sorry. See, I'm just copying and pasting one node into another shader. And let's just push this here. That might be the wrong shader. Oh no. Now, ideally, this wouldn't, actually, I'll just leave it as default because that looks better. And I'll rebake this, see if we can get some AO in there. But let me also show you guys some more options here. But again, we would really want to just make sure that we actually had this stuff done a little bit more correct. But for this, it's going to be okay, just because this is a quick little demo. Okay, now again, we're painting this stuff on here, and I'm going to build this really fast just so we can see it a little bit cleaner. Okay, and so it baked, which is nice. And again, the frame rate's shit because of Camtasia. So sorry, guys. I tried to work with them and email them a million times, but I essentially got told to go to hell. So basically what's happening here, there's a tool strength, and I'm basically just going to spray a few rocks in here. I'm going to adjust also this radius and kind of just spray and add more. Just kind of increase the intensity a little bit so we can get this moving. Okay, so as you can kind of see, this is a really good way to do pathing and to kind of really, I mean, you can go really fast, really far with this. There's also some really cool like optimization stuff that they did. Let's see if this is in here. Where is it? So check this out. Low, medium, okay? And this is the engine scalability, by the way. This is what Unreal will do to help you, which is just, oh, it's so cool, man. Like, and then Epic, it's the full Monty. So it's pretty cool, man. Like you can, that might not seem like a big deal, but for someone who's made like 50 versions of a scene because I have to optimize for different consoles and shit, I'm telling you, it helps that the engine just does it automatically. So whoever the engineer was that designed that, someone needs a bottle of whiskey. That was pretty cool. Okay, so I could keep spraying stuff down, and again, I can remove stuff by holding Shift, and we can keep layering up those material types, right? If I wanted to add a new asset into it, into the material, it's going to get more expensive, but again, you have that single grass node, you add a new element, add the material, and then add the this little landscape, where is this guy? Sorry, this landscape grass output. And then once you do that, because I didn't save them in the correct position, once you do that, you then double click on it, add your element, and set your settings accordingly, okay? So really useful. So now, I'm going to delete all of this and save this, but I'm going to delete it. Let me grab them. Bye-bye. Yep, that was cool. Damn it. That's not supposed to do that, by the way. Unreal. You gotta love live demos. Just shuts off. Every time I give it a compliment, it does something that angers me. That's okay. I do want to show this, though, really quick, because it's going to be kind of cool, and I really hope that saved everything. I'm not going to give a full demo on this, because this feature, quote-unquote, is a little buggy. So we have our landscape guy here, and I'm just going to turn him off for right now. I hope this doesn't crash anything. It very well could, though. Actually, I wonder if I can do this off of just this guy. Let's see if this works. This might crash. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll just do this like this as a new landscape. I don't know if it'll let me do it though. Oh, I just want to delete it. I think I can. How funny. Nope, it cannot be done. Why can't it be done? God, that's bizarre. Oh well. Here, we'll do it this way. Boom. Save as height map. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is very crash prone. And be careful with this, guys. I'm telling you, please be careful with this because uh, this can get really crappy. Import from file. Okay, so all I did was I just selected a landscape actor, import from file. I'm going to import a height map, a raw 16 that I made inside of World Machine. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to scale this thing down to like nothing, 7 by 7. I'm adjusting the resolution of this green thing that you can't really see. Overall tessellation, let's drop that way down. Oops. Let's drop that down to like 500. About like 500. Maybe we put this up to like 2x. Put this back down to 500 by 500. Come on, man. Don't be difficult. Oh, don't do that. 500 by 500. Okay, fine. Whatever. You're fine. And let's change this to like 63 by 63. Put that by 2 by 2. And do 500 by 500. Okay. Fine. Whatever. 8 by 8. Why won't it let me set that overall resolution down like that? Okay. Let's see here. 6 by 6. 4 by 4. There. 505. Cool. Okay. And close your eyes and hope. Damn it. See if I can get this thing to work. Oh, this thing just pisses me off. I've honestly had the worst time with this. This is so buggy, this little thing I'm trying to show you guys. It's really piss poor in my opinion the way it's executed because it's just so unstable. Like you don't even get any errors or anything that come out of it. It kind of sucks, but when it works, it's just absolutely amazing. Like most things.